Red Center smuggler Pushpa Raj is extremely angry that the ruling Chief Minister Mr. Narasimha Reddy refuses to pose for a picture with him in his party meet on the behest of his wife Srivali's Puookuttty. He was to make MP Bhumi Reddy sit up as the next Chief Minister and not just take a picture with him but invite him to his house for a feast. He plans to raise 500 crores as an election fund. An emergency meeting of the syndicate of red handlers was summoned and they have agreed to procure a lot of lorries and recruit as many coolies as possible to transport the wood. It would be noted that Pushpa Raju raised to the level of syndicate head from Mega Coolie himself. Meanwhile, Superintendent of Police of Chittoor district, Manvar Singh Shekhawat, who was previously stripped naked and humiliated by Pushpa in a standoff, has sworn to jeopardize Pushpa's 500 crore plan and bring him to book. Mr. Shekhawat also noted that he will be chugging beer on duty and womanize with prostitutes to increase his vitality so he can hunt Pushpa better. On a statement release, Union Minister Mr. Kogatam Veerappa Pratap Reddy raised his concern over the efficiency of MP Siddha Reddy in becoming the next Chief Minister and quietly opposes Pushpa's rise as a kingmaker. In small news, Pushpa Raju has given into the feelings of Srivali. He decides to give Srivali babies so as to contribute to the population explosion and whilst trying to add a surname. Will Pushpa get his 500 crores? Did Pushpa get to put his father's name in front of his name? Did he manage to stay on top of the syndicate? The nation wants to know. No. Director Sukumar wants you to come to the theatres to find out. Vanakamanga, this is Dr. M and welcome to yet another review and analysis with the vocal experience Samuga Vaitala channel. Allu Arvind pulls another kick-ass performance. Amazing continuity from Pushpa the Rise. But it's highly plagiarized. Sammaya kapeshtare. His dialogue delivery is straight out of Pablo Escobar from the Netflix hit Narcos Season 1. In fact, many a times after he's angry, you get that Pablo Escobar wire. Fire kade. Pushpa, wildfire da. Hijoti putta. Even the hunch he totes is copied from Hunchback of Notre Dame, but hey, he was a coolie. Remember, he got his swag from carrying vlogs. He romances, weeps, kicks some police butt to prove that he's a worthy leader of the Pushpa gang and the syndicate and a really, really, really loving romantic husband. Every other actor in this movie has no scope to show their acting skills as this movie is a hero-centric movie. All the other actors do is to either chamcha him or to be against him as a villain, which we have seen in scores of such masala movies. Hey, talking about masala, this is one masala you would actually love. But hey, you don't need a sound designer with the caliber of RESUL POOKUTTY to work on a movie like this. But RESUL brings forth that tightly mastered sound effects and sound design that makes you want to hoot and shout every time Pushpa says, Pushpa fire kado, wildfire macha. Ow! Even Fahadh Faasil has been downcasted to a urine shirt totting bald cop. He's humiliated and reduced to the level of a comedian. Why, Fafa? Why do you accept such roles? We expect more out of you. Rashmika Mandanna, besides having feelings, gets to produce more babies, plays a controlling wife, and she does it with absolute charm. She proves well that even a tiger can become a pussy at the hands of a wildcat. Well, music by DSP is very, very average and the background score is supported by Sam CS. It actually fails to uplift the mood that Allu's energy pulls on the screen. There apparently was an alleged rift between DSP and producers, which may have been the reason why Sam CS was called on board. Now, these are all rumors, or I don't know if there's true or false. But anyway, there's a lot of disconnect between the songs and the background score. Even the IMAX optimized mix was very limp and lifeless. The panning wasn't sounding great. The instruments were very, very familiar. We could relate to a lot of sounds from a lot of other movies. But the IMAX optimized image transfer was simply superb. That's because of Polish cinematographer Miroslaw Kuba Brozek. He brings forth a Roger Deakinish camera angle and lighting design that's so intuitive and I wouldn't say fresh. It's after all plagiarized. I mean, we all get inspired by somebody like Roger Deakins, and who wouldn't love Roger Deakins? His cinematography actually helps keep the pacing very consistent without distracting you. He romanticizes violence through his lens. Speaking of consistency, the movie is so fast-paced and slick and very, very evenly placed. all the credits go to the editor, Naveen Nooli. Well, see, somebody like me, okay, I have a very low attention span. It's very impossible for anyone to keep me awake for a very long-running movie. This movie runs at 3 hours 15 minutes, but it actually feels like it's been cut under 2 hours. An ensemble team of Peter Hain, Kecha Kampadeke, Dragon Prakash, Namakant keep the thrills alive with their gravity-defying stunts. The opening sequence where Allu or his double is suspended at 200 feet, or the gang war where Allu beats up goons who kidnapped his sister-in-law stands example. Costume design is by Dipali Noor and Sheetal Sharma, and their work reminds you of the shorts Peco Herrera of the Kali Cartel in Narcos Season 2 wears. Allu even totes a safari suit just like Pablo Escobar in some scenes. The costume design for Pushpa is very, very disjointed, because the first part he was mostly in lungi and little later he shifted to a shirt and a pant. But every small hit is overseen and it blends well brilliantly with the color grading of the movie by DI colorist Raju Reddy. It's a very Netflix-ish color grade, especially the riot of colors that you see in the song Ganga Renukata. It's a brilliant song. The colors are just absolutely eye-catching. Yes, Netflix is the OTT partner, but I should recommend you actually watch it on a good Dolby Atmos theater or even IMAX if you get the chance and if you get the money to pay for it. The visual grandeur of the production design and the massive sets cannot be felt on OTT. Alright, wrapping up, this movie is an awesome Telugu masala fare that promises to entertain you for the long time you spend in the theatre. It's racy, it's slick, and it explodes consistently, making it a sure shot hit. It's already grossed 300 crores on the opening day and will continue to churn. Director Sukumar kills it. Take a bow, sir. With that, we end this news broadcast, and for more Anal Parakkum Sevigal, do like, comment and subscribe to Dr. M, the Vocal Experience, Samuga Valaipala channel. Justin, Pushpa saga isn't over. Pushpa was last seen at the wedding of his sister-in-law, and the events that happened sets forth avenues for new villains and more violence through the sequel called Pushpa the Rampage. More madness coming your way.